Welcome everybody, and today we're taking a look at a Screen Entertainment 4K limited edition release, and it is 1976's The House with Laughing Windows. Now this is directed by Pupi Avati, or Puppy, or Pupai. I'm not exactly sure how to say his name, but unfortunately I've not seen anything else from him before. I have heard of a few of his films, but yeah, I've not. This is the first one I have actually gotten around to actually watching from him. So this is a Giallo film, clocking in at 111 minutes long. Stars Lino Capoliccio, who was also in the likes of The Bloodstained Shadow, which is another really good Giallo. I do highly recommend seeing that one. So Stefano is a young restorer who is commissioned to save a controversial mural located in the church of a small isolated village, and there are obviously a lot of secrets behind that mural, and people start getting killed off and such to hide that secret. So yeah, this Giallo is far more subtle than and less reliant on being stylish than some other films in the genre, which I certainly appreciated, as that helps to set this apart from its contemporaries. The cast is also good, the score is great, it is well shot, has an engaging plot, features plenty of atmosphere, which does get uh, quite oppressive as it continues on. The violence is executed effectively when it does get to the violent parts, and the ending is predominantly satisfying. So, yeah, it's not a film that I would say matches the best of the Giallo genre. I do like the Giallo genre film to have the style to go along with everything else, but this certainly has more going for it than it doesn't. And yeah, on the whole, therefore, it means that it gets a 4 out of 5. So yeah, do highly recommend seeing this. I actually first watched this on Amazon Prime. Came across it while looking through what they had to offer. So yeah, I was really glad when I realised that it was actually getting a 4K release towards the end of this year. And yeah, the 4K aspect to this is absolutely really good. Certainly looks a lot better than the streaming service version, which you'd expect. We do have a few extras, physical extras with this release as well, but the case itself is a normal kind of case, so I imagine this is what will be sold once the limited edition version runs out. Not entirely sure how many versions of this there are. I have number 1756, so must be at least 2000, probably a little bit more than that. We do have reversible sleeve artwork as well, which is typical in terms of Shameless Screen Entertainment. I always forget the screen bit, which has the yellow Giallo colour and the original poster there as well. We also have a booklet with this release as well. That's a mural that our guy is having to restore in the church. And inside we have an introduction from the director himself, as well as I think it's the poem or something that is actually said in the film. I can't remember what they call it, if it's a poem or an excerpt from a book. And yeah, and then just a general write up inside. I'm not sure who it's by. Does it say? Kim Newman. So, a new and exclusive booklet by Kim Newman. And then we have shots from the film throughout as well. And talks about other films as well, like Homicidal and Dress to Kill, which yeah, at least Homicidal was kind of like a Western giallo in certain regards, especially since it was released to try and compete against the likes of Psycho, I believe it was. But regardless, yeah, that's going to be an interesting write up to go through, especially since Kim Newman obviously knows a hell of a lot more than the likes of I do when it comes to films. He obviously does a lot of audio commentaries and such on films. We also have a couple of posters by the looks of things on art cards, and then on the reverse of such, it's basically got a plot synopsis for the film with again shots from the film on the reverse as well. So that's something nice. That's a little bit different to what we usually get with these limited edition releases. We also get a poster. It's not by any means on high quality paper or anything like that. It is actually quite thin. Probably could rip at any moment, and it's not the largest one either. But it's nice to a little extra get it regardless. But yeah, it's not on the thickest of papers. It's actually quite see-through in fact, which does show that it's not particularly thick. But yeah, it's nice to have a poster regardless. as yeah, don't get many posters for Giallo films, to be honest. And then on the disc itself, we get an interview with director Pupi Avati, interview with star Francesca Marciano, interview with producer Antonio Avati, interview with star Lino Capelliccio, interview with Caesar Bastelli, new English subtitles and new subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, newly graded HDR and Dolby Vision encode from 4K restored camera negative, and then the exclusive booklet with by Kim Newman and the art cards and poster. So yeah, we actually have images from the two of the people that are interviewed. I am actually surprised they are still alive, given this is a near 50-year-old film. But yeah, a really really good one, and definitely one of those Yellow films that I feel has kind of gone under the radar. It's not one that had popped up on my radar immediately after getting into the genre quite heavily a few years ago with the Dario Argento films and such. But yeah, it's one that I do highly recommend seeing. It's not, like I said, a stylish film. It's not a film that is consistently entertaining and such. It is a very, like I said, a much more subtle effort in terms of the violence and how paced the plot is. It's a lot more purposeful and it's a lot more restrained and a lot more focused, I feel. And although that doesn't make it a highly entertaining effort, it is one that is certainly able to set itself apart from its contemporaries in an effective manner. It's not doing it for the sake of it, it's doing it just because it fits the mood and the plot itself. So yeah, it's one that I do highly recommend. And yeah, but if you have seen it before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.